on my way to church. This is Diamond Ridge in Homer, Alaska. Left for church a little bit early so I could show you guys the view. This is one of the nights I get to go to church. I go on Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's usually a short service on Wednesdays and Fridays. I'm so thankful I have this church to go to. I'm Orthodox, and I go to All Saints of America Orthodox Church in Homer, Alaska. Pretty out tonight. Probably lose reception when I get in the nasty curve, but I'll pop back on afterward. This is my view. I live by myself here. And that's the hardest part. There's Ketchmack Bay over there. That way is to the spit, to the Homer spit. Got a little bit of snow today, not a whole lot. It's like life support for me. I'm hoping I meet someone to share my life with. And I pray to God, so I want it to be the right person. I just keep failing over and over and over and over again my whole life. I don't know if I just looked in the wrong spots or it's because I didn't listen to God and let Him help me pick someone to be with, but I'm praying now. So I have my small farm in Anchor Point. You can look at my other videos and see what my life is like there. I'm definitely not an actor. I probably open myself way too much. But I want to be a genuine person. Share my joys and my sorrows. This is one of my joys, going to church tonight. It's so beautiful to be in the Orthodox Church. And we all get to sing since we're in a small church. And we get to read also. I feel so lucky and let everyone have a chance to read something or to sing. You may lose reception going through here. These are like the hairpin turns of the trip. I've got studded tires and all-wheel drive. Not that I can't make a mistake, but basically like the mafia train driver, pretty much, you could say, from my youth. We'll be able to look down over the top of the whole city of Homer here and just a little bit. It does have some bumpy spots. It's always icy, but I've got good tires. think this terrifies some people, the thought of driving in the winter. The only time it's really bad is when this gets to be like 1.5 feet deep of snow and it doesn't get plowed. Then I'll resort to taking the main highways, which I don't like. Too much traffic. This town's kind of become trendy with the hipsters, so it's kind of like the most hipster part of Alaska. It's definitely not like, I don't know if I'd call it the real Alaska anymore. Anchor Point's still somewhat the real Alaska. This, I don't know. Definitely the town is not. It's kind of gaining, well, I have to be careful what I say. I really like Healy and stuff like that, Nenana, Fairbanks. When I think of Alaska, that's kind of what I think of. Either that or out west on the Aleutian Islands. I lived on one of the Aleutian Islands for a while, so I've actually lived in real, like, remote Alaska. We're coming up to the overlook here, so in just a second you guys are going to get a pretty stunning view of the mountains across the bay and the glaciers and Ketchimak Bay and Cook Inlet. I'll pull off and actually get out of the car here in just a second, since I have time. Almost there, just past these radio towers. Thanks, you guys, for joining me. Appreciate all your support. You guys mean a lot to me. You're like the family that I don't get to see. And basically, you guys are my only family, other than my church family. So that's the Homer Spit that stretches out there into the ocean. You can see where the Alaska Ferry docks up. And it looks like something, I take care of that down there, so it looks like something's on my dock. I wonder if they're offloading more scrap again. Not sure. Maybe they're just taking fuel. So it is really pretty here. But with like no one to share my life with here, it's still super, super hard for me. I'm doing my best. When the time is right, and if God blesses it, then I'll be able to share my life with someone here and have someone to help me on my farm. I'll finish driving the rest of the way up to the church. And if you're just joining and you're wondering where we're at, we're on Skyline Drive in Homer, Alaska. Yeah, 1 second. There we go. I use studded tires here. I didn't used to for a long time, but now that the state's not taking as good a care of the roads, and now it's kind of, you have to, because they're doing really a horrible job. I don't know why government's so greedy. We've went to from 15 plow truck drivers on the Kenai Peninsula to 5. I guess it's because they just want to hire some fat cats to sit behind a desk and collect a lot of money that actually don't do anything but just sit there at a desk. They don't even have CDLs or know how to drive a truck. It's absolutely stupid. But this is what happens when you start getting a crony-based government that just hires their relatives, and they feel like they don't have to work for a living, so they just give them office jobs. They get more and more people with office jobs, and there's no one to do the actual work, so it just doesn't get done until there's a big enough outcry and people revolt against it. It's like they just push you to the breaking point until you can't tolerate their backwards government anymore and have to just revamp it entirely, throw them all out. I think that's what it takes anymore. I think we all go through that, no matter where we're at in this country anymore. So this is Skyline, and this actually dead ends, I think, 8 miles further toward the head of the bay. Pretty sure it's 8 miles. It dead ends for sure, I'm just not sure of the distance. And then this is the road to my church here on the left. It's a bit of a bumpy mountain road. Sometimes I get stopped by moose here. Sorry for the bumpy camera work, but it's hard to not be bumpy on this road. Oy, oy. Yes, it is this steep. It actually is this steep. This is a winding, steep run, so I'm really going to bounce here. Oy, oy. Okay. We're here. Yeah, that road we drove on, Skyline. Let's see. No. Yeah, Skyline had I watched a grizzly bear bury a moose calf there 2 summers ago, just right along the edge of the power lines. So I let the electric company know just in case they had to do any work so that none of their workers got charged. And you get bears up here. Usually it's black bears. All right, guys. I'm going to go into church. I hope you like this little video. And thanks always for being here with me. God bless.